The name of the protagonist is Jia Cheng and he is a demon. Currently, due to some circumstances, he was forced to marry and share his apartment with Yu, who is an angel. And because of their engagement rings, they have no choice but to obey the arrangement. Yu was in a good mood as she was about to enjoy her pudding. But before she could eat it, Chen took it from her hand and gulps it. Angered by this, Yu stood up and tried to punch Cheng. But Cheng's smile deepened, because if the ring senses that its wearer intends to harm the partner, it will put the wearer in a state of sexual arousal. Cheng laughed, as no matter how far he goes, Yu can't fight back. After a while, Yu was searching for a book when she heard Cheng's voice that she has a marvelous ass. She tried to hide her butt from Cheng and attempted to kick him, but Cheng laughed and told her to make his day. And in front of the ring's power, all Yu could do was endure. After some time, Yu vent out her anger on a tree by punching it. The supervisor was with her and praised Cheng as he was able to exploit the function of the ring to play dirty tricks on her. This angered Yu as she said that instead of suffering this humiliation, she'd rather. Before Yu could finish, she was stopped by the supervisor. The supervisor tells her to calm down as she's going to give her an amazing idea. Cheng comes home from somewhere and starts doing his tricks to make Yu angry. He takes the popcorn from her hand and keeps on taunting her by saying bad words to her. Yu looked calm at first, then suddenly she hits Cheng in the face. Cheng got dazed and confused as the ring was supposed to make her stop. Yu explains that the ring does not work without sensing any animosity. She replaced the emotion of love with rage. Therefore, Yu succeeded to punch him. Luckily for Yu, the ring gives them a new assignment, which is the woman needs to fully satisfy the man. Cheng is confused as to how does that even work. Yu beats the crap out of him for the sake of vengeance, then ties him up on washboard. Yu is not done yet. She takes one of his collectible toy and drops it on the floor. Chen got so angry that she almost hit her. The ring works at magic and makes him stop. The ring puts him in a sexual arousal which gives pleasure and it makes Yu creep out. Yu gets out of there and leaves Cheng alone. Flashback of the plan, the supervisor tells her everything, all of which she did to him. She tells Yu all these to control Cheng both physically and emotionally. The plan worked perfectly for Yu Shan. Next day, the ring gives them a new assignment. They need to go to an amusement park. Both of them goes there, but the scenario looks different for them. Yu looks to be in good mood and energetic, whereas Cheng looks tired and is lacking motivation. Yu is surprised as it is her first time here. Cheng wants to put an anti-lock strap on their hands to keep Yu from getting lost. The reason is Yu is a naive girl and she's new here. She took 2 hours to come here, which only takes 20 minutes to travel. Yu agrees to put it on. Cheng tells her that he does not want to get in any kind of scary rides. On the other hand, Yu got her mind elsewhere. She wants to get on a roller coaster. Cheng is gonna obey her just for the sake of assignment, and they both find themselves on a roller coaster. After the ride, Cheng is buzzing. Yu looks to be in adventurous mood. They both participate in all of the rides. After all that, Yu treats Cheng to a cold drink. This is the first time they both got to experience something like this. Cheng is surprised because he is feeling no anger towards her. Cheng then makes her realize what they have been doing today. Yu Shan, who was in a different world today, suddenly hits reality. She gets shy and tries to get away by blaming her luck. A while later, the supervisor surprises them by dressing as a stuffed animal. She tells them that she has been working part-time jobs here for a living. She tells them about a fun event over here that they both can participate in. It is an escape room where spooky ghosts and stuffs tries to make them scared. Cheng does not buy that and tells them that he is a demon, so these small tricks won't work on him. The supervisor persuades him by proposing a bet, which makes Cheng hooked. She offers him to reimburse from the previous bill if he can hold out the entire time inside the room without screaming. But if he loses, he needs to buy her a monthly pass in 30. Cheng agrees with the offer and bags a deal. The supervisor gives him a cell phone as prop before he goes inside. Cheng feels like this is super easy and undoubtedly the easiest money of his life. But he is not ready for what is to come. Cheng goes inside a room and suddenly, a message comes to his cell phone which says sorry and goodbye. He looks back and notices Yu Shan approaching him with a knife, which makes him terrified. Yu seems to be shaking with laughter. Cheng lost the bet. The supervisor asks Cheng about how their date, which makes him shy. The supervisor is feeling like a proud mother as Yu learned everything from internet after coming to this new world. She saw Yu this much happy after a long time. The supervisor asks Cheng if he likes angels more than fictional characters now. Cheng declines, only if she develops in her chess department. Yu hears this and smack him. They both continue their date after a while. The ring tells them their assignment has now been completed. Cheng got happy and wants to get home as soon as possible. Yu finds a lost little girl and wants to help find her mother. Cheng is feeling annoyed after hearing that and tells her to leave the girl alone. Yu and Cheng starts arguing over her. She tells Cheng some bad things, like demons are heartless, they are egoistic and narcissists. Cheng gets hurt and breaks their hand leash. He tells her to do whatever she wants and they goes on their own way. Yu tags along with the girl to help find her mom. Cheng is angry with all that has happened now. A while later, some kind of announcement comes up for a lost person. The lost person is Yu Shan. They are looking for her family members. The broadcaster tells Cheng to hurry up and tells him that they will put it on repeat. Meanwhile, the damsel in distress, Yu, is getting consoled by the little lost girl. Her phone ran out of battery and she seems to be doubting her decisions. She doubts that Cheng will come after the announcement. Suddenly, Cheng comes running and tells them to stop the broadcasting. Coming here on his way, Cheng found a lady under a clock on public square. He brought her along with him. The lady is the mother of that little girl. Cheng scolds Yu because of her childish acts. As Cheng was the one to get them out of this situation, he has the right to do that. Yu realizes her mistake, but she is yet to apologize. They bid them farewell. Now, on their way back home, Yu apologizes to Cheng for her acts and bad mouthing. Cheng taunts her using self-blame. Yu tells him about her hate towards Demon, but no hate for Cheng. A dramatic thing happens between them. Yu falls down on top of Cheng and kisses his forehead. Yu gets shy and starts to hit Cheng. He wonders why the ring is not working now. Yu Shan, an angel that is sharing an apartment with Jia Cheng, a demon, are getting to know each other a lot as day passes. Yu got to learn a lot of things about Cheng. She learned that Cheng watches tearjerker movies and cry. Cheng is hooked and serious about his action figures. He is a clean person. She is starting to admire him little by little. Cheng becomes angry when Yu gets around the kitchen. Cheng has a great trait. He can cook like a professional chef. She became a fan of his cooking after eating. She once asked him about the secret. Cheng told her that he learned to cook like this to save money. He saved money by buying cheap ingredients and adapted his cooking skill to make a saving and savor good foods. Because he wants to live life both as an otaku and live well too. Yu Shan put on a lot of weight while living with Cheng. Yu Shan gets lost on her way back home using Google Maps. She notices some bad guys beating and ganging up on a single boy. Meanwhile, Cheng just bought a waifu figurine toy and can't wait to go home. Suddenly his ring starts to beep and pointed towards Yu's direction. The ring acts on his own and brings him to Yu. The scene there is that Yu thrashed all of those bad guys. They can't believe that she is so strong. The leader of those bad guys shows up and said that he is disappointed on them because they got beaten by a girl. He tells Yu that she got guts to be present here. Yu gets excited seeing his butterfly knife that has been spinning. She praises the leader for that and wants the knife for herself. The leader lost his mind after hearing those compliments and gave her the knife. After a sudden realization, she tells them to refrain them from doing these kind of bad stuffs. Cheng enters the area flying and out of his sight he hit the boss. The ring brought him here. The gang members get so angry that they prepare for a fight. Cheng apologizes to them and tries to talk his way through even though he is strong and capable of fighting. Yu argues with Cheng for this kind of act and tells him to fight. He does not care about this and just want to spend time with his newly bought waifu toy. One of the members finds his toy and Cheng kicks him in the face for touching it, which makes the situation even worse. Cheng, finding no other option, throws pepper in their faces and runs away from there with Yu. In the action, Yu also gets some pepper in her eye, which she later wipes off. Cheng saw some guy running away from that alleyway. That happens to be the guy that Yu saved. Yu saved him out of kindness, but Cheng lectures her for this act. He tells her to avoid unnecessary troubles. Cheng did not help her, rather it was a situation which they had to escape. But Yu is not buying it. Yu promises Cheng that she will help him when the time comes. Cheng notices bruises on his hand from the fight. Yu treats their hand with the bandages she bought with discount. She tells Cheng that she spied on his stuffs when he was not around, which makes him furious. Yu got this sudden interest in basketball because of school club activities. Cheng helps her by giving manuals and videos. The next day, Cheng is feeling sleep deprived. The supervisor comes and interacts with Cheng about why he is here. They both came to the basketball court to see Yu's performance. The match starts and Yu shows some inhumane abilities which amazes everyone. Supervisor explains that you can learn everything fast. If she likes the activity, she can get the maxed out ability only from learning. This is her perk. Yushan gets all the compliment in the world after showing those amazing skills. On the second of the game, Supervisor gets substituted on Yushan's opposing team. Yu shows some tremendous skills once again, but she breaks her wrist right after punching the ball. The Supervisor shows sympathy towards her and tells her not to punch a ball like that. Yu tells her that she learned how to play through comic books and Cheng taught her all this. Yu then realizes that Cheng played a trick on her and she made a fool out of herself. Her teammates comes to console her with a relief that it was not her fault they lost the match. Yushan suddenly slips and a handsome club president catches her, which was supposed to make Cheng jealous. Cheng rather convinces the Supervisor that he does not care about Yu's love life. The girls wants to change their sweaty outfits, but the club president is concerned about Yu's bruise and guides her towards the nurse's office. Unconcerned, Cheng gets a new assignment. He has got to carry Yushan to the nurse's office in 10 minutes. Just for the sake of assignment, Cheng puts on a mask and runs as fast as he can to find and carry her to the office. This startles Yu, but they make it just in time. Cheng needs to finish the assignment. He had to become the nurse himself and treat her swollen foot. Yu was resisting at first, but Cheng cures her well. Cheng tells her she has been playing with gym shoes and to get injured with this is normal. Yu was feeling shy to be friends with her teammates as it was her first time. Cheng warns her to stay away from that handsome blonde guy. Yu, who was about to get out of changing room, sees a female doctor who was eavesdropping on their conversation. She gets in an awkward situation and gets out of there in a hurry. Meanwhile, Cheng is looking at some waifu pics laying on the school playground and thinking about ripping some people on home finances. On the other hand, Yu once again lost and finds herself disturbing the photo shoot of the photography club. The guy, who clicked pictures of girls changing their dresses, turns to be the president himself and some of his friends. He is getting lots of views and subscribers from those nude videos and pictures. Naive Yu unknowingly opens the wrong door and catches them filming the girls. The president tries to talk her out of this situation with Yu, but his friends are so loud that Yu hears about the secret taping. She then realizes that they were the ones who has been filming all the time. The president orders them to catch her. But little does they know that she's an angel with inhumane powers. She easily defeats them in fight. The president threats Yu to publish her videos too. This makes her stop and she goes back to her class. She got dumped by the president. Cheng cooks a delicious meal and totally forgot to pick Yu from school. He got surprised by how she found her way back home from school. She has not been talking for a while, which is bugging Cheng a lot. Cheng is thinking on how to break the ice with her. He could not think of something good and finally shouts at her. He was zoned out all along. Cheng once again persuades her to spill the beans. She finally tells him about how she saw the president filming nude videos. Cheng tells her that he knew it as he felt some malicious aura from him. He said that he is a demon, so these type of people gets along well with him. Cheng guessed everything correctly about how she got dumped by the president. He suggests Yu not to get involved with that guy, because a cunning guy like him can frame her back and cause a lot of backlash. Cheng does not want you to get into any trouble with these kinds of stuffs. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss the updates.